Hey guys, today I thought I might show you something interesting. So this is my Apple Mac Mini from late 2014. So I've had this since 2014. So I've had this for a while now. And this computer has been mostly used as a kind of backup Mac machine and as well as a media center machine. So I think a lot of people actually use Mac Minis in their entertainment system, sort of like as their home theater setup. Some people use Mac Minis. Of course, Apple TV is the official Apple solution for the home entertainment center. But some people repurpose a Mac Mini for that, and that's what I did. That's basically what I used it for. Although I haven't actually used it in many years, but I thought, I have a Mac Mini here. Just want to see if I can do something cool with it still. Actually, this thing you can still buy it online right now for I think around $150 to $200. So it's still worth something because it's an Apple device. So they're always going to be worth something, even though it's quite old. So yeah, the late 2014 model had a 2.6 gigahertz Intel Haswell processor. So this is a Core i5 from 2014. So it's not going to be that fast. But hey, if I'm just using it to play media, then you don't need it to be that fast. 8 gigs of RAM, 1 terabyte HDD. So yeah, the 1 terabyte comes in handy if I want to store a lot of movies and videos and music on it. And that's really all I use it for, is to play music and movies and videos and stuff like that. So yeah, that's pretty much what I use it for. I guess I can go over the exterior of the device. So yeah, the device itself weighs about 3 pounds, I would say. It's probably one of the most well-known mini form factor desktops. So these days, you can find a lot of mini form factor desktops and Intel NUCs and stuff like that. But the Mac Mini was actually one of the first, really popular small form factor desktops, right? I mean, just look how small it is. Yeah, it only weighs 3 pounds. And all you need is to connect a keyboard. It's a bring your own keyboard, bring your own mouse and monitor kind of thing, right? So yeah, all you have to do is hook up those devices and you're good. All right, so let's go over the I/O here. So first you have an on-off button right here. You have the AC adapter plug. You have gigabit Ethernet, HDMI full size. I believe that's 1.4. 2 Thunderbolt 2 ports, I think. 4 USB 3.0, I believe. And then SD card slot, audio in or microphone in, and headphone jack or audio out. And it also has Wi-Fi. This is a Wi-Fi version. And it also has 802.11 AC Wi-Fi. Yep, and Bluetooth 4.0. So yeah, that's the connections of the Mac Mini late 2014 model. And I'll be using it with a new keyboard and mouse, actually, because I think I don't have my old ones anymore. So yeah, I just got a Logitech Pebble mouse, which is fairly cheap. I think you got to get this for like 20 bucks, 15 or 20 bucks online. So fairly simple mouse, I would say. Yeah, but it's good. Logitech makes some great mice, even cheap ones. For the keyboard, I also keep it Logitech. It's a K380 from Mac. It's about 30 bucks, so it's not an expensive keyboard. So yeah, actually both these two combined together is like 50 bucks for a mouse and a keyboard. That's pretty good, not too expensive. And Logitech makes some decent stuff. So yeah, and this is cheaper than buying like a Apple keyboard and mouse combo, right? So, I just went with a third party for this, and Logitech's solid quality. So yeah, I'm going to be using this keyboard and mouse with the Mac Mini. And you might be wondering, well, I need a monitor too, right? Well, I actually do have a monitor. I have the Gimes Vanguard, which I actually reviewed several days ago, and that has a 17-inch monitor on it. So it's a portable 17-inch monitor. So let's see how well that works with the Mac Mini. Let's check it out. All right, guys, just to keep the theme more to 2014, this is my 2014 setup. It's literally what I had back in 2014. My Mac Mini hooked up to my mobile Monitor2Go. This was probably one of the best portable monitors that you can get on the market back in 2014. It's a full HD monitor, 15.6 inches. It's not the best LCD display compared to today, but back then it was fine. Had built-in speakers, not that great, but it did have them built in, and takes in any HDMI input. And I think this monitor retailed for about 200 bucks. And while I use my Mac Mini mostly with my TV, there are circumstances where I did want to use a portable monitor with it just to have it as a secondary desktop. So this is pretty much how I had it hooked up. And yeah, I used the Logitech wireless keyboard that I just showed you guys, pairing it up with the Logitech mouse right here. So I think this wireless combination works pretty well. By the way, one thing is that this is only wireless. I don't think it takes in any kind of wired input whatsoever. It runs on AAA batteries actually, but it can hook up to 3 different devices on Bluetooth, so that's nice. But you have to use wireless. There's no option to use wired with this thing. An on-off switch right there. So I would say it's fairly similar to a lot of Logitech Bluetooth keyboards. Now I'm using the MX Mechanical Mini. Same thing. It doesn't actually, yeah, it doesn't actually have a wired option. It can only hook up wirelessly, and you can't even charge this one though. This one doesn't have any kind of charger. You have to use batteries. So if the batteries run out, you have to use another set. Same thing with the mice. I mean, the mouse, it's only Bluetooth. There's no wired, there's no wired option, and you have to use batteries with it. You can't use any kind of charger with it. So there's no USB C or micro USB for these 2 devices. I guess that's what happens when you make it very simple and cheap, is you just keep it simple like this. Just use AAA batteries on it, and no option for rechargeable batteries here. But yeah, I just want to show you guys my 2014 era setup and a little bit more about this MMT Mobile Monitor 2Go. I've also had this since 2014, like I said. But what's cool about this one, I think I did a video on this like a long time ago, but yeah, this is actually a monitor where you can kind of rotate the display. So you can rotate it this way. It's kind of like a 360-degree convertible type of display, so you can actually lay it down flat, like a Lenovo Yoga style computer or laptop. So it's got that swivel hinge, so it's pretty cool. You can already tell that it doesn't have good viewing angles because the LCD is not IPS. It's a TFT LCD. Actually, it tells you how old this thing is. Back on the back, actually, you have the HDMI input here. It takes in any HDMI input, and you have the DC adapter here, the power button here. Then you have settings for the brightness, and the volume is actually adjustable back here. And over here you have 2 USB ports and a headphone jack. So yeah, that's pretty much the MMT Mobile Monitor 2Go. I've had this since 2014, just like with my Mac Mini. So yeah, this is really brings back memories. And there is a stand, a fold-out stand, in case you want to use it in this, I guess, tablet form factor as well. I guess you can hold it as a tablet, but you can also just prop it up as a display with that little stand thing. So this monitor is pretty versatile, and it's not the best monitor these days. Of course, it's got pretty outdated display technology, but I've kept it. I haven't thought about getting rid of it or anything. It's just been there sitting in my closet for a while, and yeah, you can just kind of convert it back like this. Oh, okay, there we go. Convert back like this. This spot is originally meant for an iPad, actually. It's one of those, it's meant for like an old iPad Air 2 or something, I think. I think that was the newest iPad at the time, the iPad Air 2. Oh man. But yeah, now I can just put my Mac Mini here, and I guess let's just try to use it for a bit. This really brings back memories because it really is my 2014 setup for my secondary desktop. Back when I used my Mac Mini as my secondary desktop, and I think I used an HP wireless keyboard for this at the time, and I also used a Logitech mouse, a different Logitech mouse, but yeah. All right, let's just look for a non-copyrighted piece of music that we can listen to, just to show you guys how these speakers sound like, and they're not going to be that good, but just to see how it sounds like. And by the way, this display is a TN panel, so it's not great. It's not an IPS panel. You don't have the viewing angles of IPS, but if you look on it straight on, it's fine. There's no issues with it. It's still reasonably sharp. I mean, it's 1080p, right? It's still reasonably sharp by today's standards. Most content is still in 1080p after all these years. So yeah, as long as you look on it direct on, it's fine. And I think as recently as 2 or 3 years ago, I still had a TN monitor. My old Asus ROG Swift monitor actually was a TN monitor because it has higher refresh rates, and TN panels generally have higher refresh rates. But yeah, obviously this is a monitor from 2014, a portable monitor from 2014, so it's not going to rival the best LCD displays of today. But anyways, you guys can hear how it sounds like. Oh my god. You guys can hear the distortion on the speakers here. These are not good speakers. Oh my god. I can already hear high amounts of distortion on it. Okay, we're only going to listen to a minute or so. It's pretty bad. Oh god, it's pretty bad speakers. But I mean, at least there was speakers, because back then portable monitors, a lot of them didn't even have speakers, and I just wanted to have monitors that had speakers in it, so I didn't have to hook up, you know, my headphones to this or hook up external speakers to this. That's even more of a hassle, right? So I wanted to have a monitor with built-in speakers, and these monitors have built-in speakers, even though they're not good. At least they had them. But yeah, obviously on the market these days, you can find much better portable monitors with better speakers than this. Actually, the upcoming monitor I'm going to show you guys, the Gimes Vanguard I have, is going to have much better speakers than this. And a bigger display too. An IPS panel, I think, as well. Also the aesthetic, right? The aesthetic of this monitor is actually matching the Mac, right? It's got this silver aluminum type of build, right? It's I guess the portable monitor and the Mac Mini aesthetic matches pretty well. But yeah, that's really it. That's the MMT Monitor, Mobile Monitor2Go, actually is the official name, the full HD version, paired up with the Mac Mini, and they're both from 2014. So what a blast from the past, eh? It feels like I'm just back in San Francisco, back when I was 26 years old. Oh my God. Yeah, just programming or just looking at videos and stuff on this thing. So, man, what a what a treat. This is nostalgia for me. But yeah, I think personally this kind of matches this aesthetic. It's a 2014 era setup, but still works. See, I guess another cool thing you can do with this, right? If someone's walking by and they're like, they don't know any better, they're like, hey, is that a new Mac model that just came out? Well, as a matter of fact, I can show you what Mac model it is. Da-da-da-da, you just like, you know, flip it back. Oh, that's the Mac Mini right there, and then flip it back up. Yep. That's the Mac Mini just powering all that, hiding underneath or hiding behind it. So I guess that's just a cool little trick you can do with this monitor. Is that it's, yeah, you can like twist it and like rotate it. When showing like a presentation or something like that, you rotate it all the way behind. You can flip it down. You can like prop it back up like a tablet. It's pretty versatile, I'd say. So yeah, the display wasn't too bad for the time, for a portable display anyways. Speakers obviously not that great, but at least they exist. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. I mean, it's a 2014 setup, so yeah. Also want to show you guys the video quality on the Mobile Monitor2Go as well, so we can just take a look at this video here. You guys can see better. Yeah, like I said, it's all right. It's a TN display, so it's not going to be the viewing angles are not going to be as good as an IPS display, of course. But if you look at direct on, it's not too bad. Yeah, I mean, obviously not comparable to any modern monitor, but for back in 2014, yeah, it's all right. It was an okay portable monitors back in 2014. Not like we had much choice back then, right? So this was definitely one of the best portable monitors on the market, just because there wasn't too much competition back then. Yeah, nowadays you can find much better portable monitors from Asus and etc. Yeah, obviously the speakers aren't very good. They distort very easily. But yeah, this is the MMT Mobile Monitor2Go from back in 2014. Oh man, can't believe I still have this. All right. All right. Yeah. So that's it for this monitor. Now let's take a look at the next one. All right, you guys ready for this? This is my portable Mac Mini 17-inch desktop setup. I'm using a Gimes Sentinel Pro XP portable monitor, which is a 17-inch monitor, And I think this should be pretty interesting. I use the word portable in quotes here. It's not really that portable, but anyways, this can be carried like a briefcase. And yeah, all we're gonna do here is we're gonna flip this little kickstand thing up down at the bottom here. We're gonna unlatch it like a briefcase, and then we're gonna lift it up like this. Ooh, here we go. See? Now you got it. This is a portable setup. Includes the Logitech keyboard and mouse that I just showed. All right, we plug it in like this. Turns on. Keyboard and mouse comes out. HDMI input goes in. And yeah, Mac Mini is turned on. All right, we should have instant Mac Mini, baby. There we go, instant Mac Mini setup. Yeah, imagine just taking this to a cafe somewhere, plug it into a wall outlet. Yeah, this is my portable, this is my MacBook, right? It's a 17-inch MacBook, basically. So, yeah, let's take a look at, well, this is basically your standard Mac interface. But I think there is an issue here with the vivid setting on the display. Let me change it back. Yeah, sometimes the vivid setting, it makes the colors look really weird and off. So let me change that. Oops. Nope, not this one. This one, change to standard. See, it still looks a little bit weird, right? I have to basically plug it in, unplug it again. Now it should look normal. Okay, there we go. See, that's some kind of weird bug with this monitor. If you leave it in vivid mode, it just, yeah, kind of like messes up the display for some reason. Yeah, we can use the keyboard now to kind of show you guys. This is what I would normally do with this computer. Like I would be programming, or I would be watching a video or listening to some music. So let's do it. Let's watch this. And of course, these speakers and this display is much better than my mobile Monitor2Go. Like, this is a much bigger monitor as well, right? Obviously, this is bigger footprint than the mobile Monitor2Go, but also has better speakers and bigger display. It's a 17-inch versus a 15-inch, and it's an IPS, not a TN. Yeah, and you can see the speakers are also, you know, way better. It does not distort or anything. So yeah, overall, I mean, it's still kind of portable, right? I mean, you can still like put it, like carry it with your hand and kind of just fold it up like a briefcase, but definitely not as portable as my mobile Monitor2Go. That one can actually fit in the backpack. This one cannot really fit in the backpack. But, you know, bigger display, better speakers. That's what you get in return. Really, this was originally meant for gaming, but you can also use it for anything that has HDMI out, so like my Mac Mini. But I'm sure that's what the Gimes did not originally intend for a Mac Mini to be used with this. But it's an interesting setup nonetheless, because it was originally meant for portable home consoles, right? Well, actually, home consoles to be portable, I should say. Yeah, so you strap your PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, or Xbox One in here, you plug it to an outlet, and you play some games. That's really what this monitor was originally designed for, but, you know, why not? If we're going to need an outlet anyways, whatever's in here is going to need an outlet anyways, right? I tried it with NVIDIA Shield, same thing. Yeah, now with the Mac Mini, why not? It has to be plugged in as well, so it's pretty much the same thing. Just going to be more, it's a portable desktop setup now, essentially. Yeah, so yeah, this display is definitely better than the mobile Monitor2Go. Obviously, it's a newer display and a bigger one. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You can use the Mac Mini. Actually, I use the Mac Mini, I should say. I use the Mac Mini more like this. I can hook it up to the TV and kind of just play media using it. Sort of similar to my NVIDIA Shield, except it doesn't play retro games and emulators like my NVIDIA Shield does. And in my previous Gimes Sentinel review video, you can actually see the NVIDIA Shield running on this. But really, that's not what this is. This is more designed for PlayStation, 4, 5, Xbox One, that kind of stuff. But you could, of course, use it for anything, right? It has HDMI out. So I just choose it to use with my Mac Mini. And yeah, pretty much that's what I use it for. Just as a kind of home media center PC. And I think a lot of people actually use the Mac Mini as that. Like before Apple came out with the new Apple TVs, or even after Apple introduced the Apple TVs, it's always nice to have a full desktop operating system, right? So I guess some people still use Mac Minis as a home and media center PC. And that's pretty much what I use it for. And this is just an easy way to show you guys. Of course, I could hook it up to my TV as well, but I thought it would be cooler and more interesting if I used something like this, right? A portable monitor. And yeah, I'm done with my Mac Mini, guys. I just walk out of the cafe like this. Peace out. Hey, guys, you know, and some may be like, why not just use a MacBook? Well, I want to look cooler. I want to be different. So anyways, that's the Mac Mini with this gargantuan portable monitor device. just to show something interesting. Well, this has pretty good, decent speakers actually. So you can say, yeah, arguably better than a MacBook. So I guess in a 17-inch, yeah, no 17-inch MacBooks are made anymore. So yeah, I really wanted to have a 17-inch MacBook, guys. So yeah, I had to get this portable monitor, 17-inch monitor, and hook it up to my Mac Mini because I really wanted a 17-inch MacBook, and they don't make them anymore. And I wanted better speakers too. So I guess that's pretty much it. Let me know if you guys have any questions or comments. I just thought this would be a cool thing to show you guys since I had the Mac Mini for a while. I just never really showed it in a video. But this is pretty much what I use it for. Just watching movies, listening to video, listening to music. It doesn't really play games well, of course, because it's the Mac, but that's what I have my NVIDIA Shield for, and yeah, my other home consoles obviously as well. So yeah, let me know what you guys think of this setup, and as always, thanks for watching. Alright guys, a few extra things I forgot to show about the Gimes Vanguard. So one thing is that there's this little flap here that you can lift up, and it's actually going to act as a stand so that when you open up the monitor, basically there's a stand for this to sit on so that it doesn't totally fall over. But you can adjust the angle too, right? You can kind of slowly adjust the angle using that stand, and I think this is the natural position. Also want to show you guys the different menu options of the display as well. So let's just take a look. Actually, I can just play you guys this video, and you can see the quality of the display here. It's nothing special. It's not like a micro LED or OLED display or anything, but yeah, it's a decent IPS display. So you have decent viewing angles. It's a 1080p 17-inch display. Yeah, nothing too special in it though. And I can also show you guys the different menu options on this display as well. So here we have the picture here, and we can use the little buttons here, the volume buttons and the brightness buttons, to kind of control things. So I can go in here, you can see different options: color, advanced, OSD, information. So information just tells you the HDMI connection, 1080p at 60 Hertz. OSD, it tells you the menu, so there's nothing special there. Advanced just tells you the volume right now is at 100%. You can also put a low Blu-ray on if you want low blue light. You can do a filter right now. You can turn the ultra vivid mode, which you can see how it affects the picture. It adds a little bit more saturation, I think. You can change the aspect ratio. Right now it's full, but you can change it to 16:9, 4:3, 5:4 for some reason if you want that, 1:1, and yeah, full. And DCR, I'm actually not sure what this is. This is like some kind of auto adjusting. It grays out the brightness and contrast. So maybe that's auto adding the brightness and contrast. Sharpness is 2 by default. You can make it more sharp. And we can go to color. So saturation is right now 50. Gamma's off. Turning gamma on just makes it look really weird. Oh, see, 2.2, 2.4. Yeah, that's really weird. Color effect right now is standard, but you can change it to game, movie, photo, and vivid. So yeah, right now it leaves it on standard, but you can see vivid mode, that's for saturation. Photo mode, yeah, I think it's similar to standard actually. Movie mode, I don't know, makes it, well, it's different, I'm not sure. Contrast is maybe a little bit better. Game looks like it looks a bit natural, more natural to me actually, game. So, I mean, we can leave it on vivid here and see what happens. So this is a vivid mode. But yeah, just want to show you guys the different display options on the Gimes Vanguard. So yeah, definitely you can play around with that a bit. It's not a bad panel, it's just okay. Yeah, I mean, this is not too expensive, right? It's like a $200 portable monitor basically, so don't expect anything too great with this. Yeah, it's definitely not going to rival your computer to monitor or your TV, that's for sure. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright, now to do something very classic that I used to do back in 2014, and that is to go on YouTube and search for the song G by Girls' Generation and play it in the highest definition I can, which I guess is not too high definition because it's an old song, but still I used to use this song a lot to kind of test the quality of different displays and speakers. And yeah, that's what I'll be doing here as well.
We let you pick the plan features
I'll
that
test
suit
the
you best. But how you pick them?
oh,
That's all you.
I guess it's the max volume. So. But yeah, we'll be testing the quality of the display and speakers using my old standby song G from way back in 2009. Alright. Let's do it. I didn't realize the intro is like this. That's, okay, now this is familiar. Yeah.
Listen, boy, my first love story. An angel and the girls and sunshine.
Oh my god.
너무너무 멋져 눈이 부셔 숨을 못 쉬겠어 달리는 걸 너무 부끄러워 쳐다볼 수 없어 사랑에 빠졌어 수줍은 걸 어떻게 왔다 갔다 하죠 떨리는 나는요 두근두근거려 밤엔 잠도 못 이루죠 나는 바보가 봐요 그대밖에 모르는 나도 그래요 그대 보는 날 너무 반짝반짝 눈이 부셔 No 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 깜짝 놀란 나는 너무 짜릿짜릿 몸이 떨려 지지지지지 꽂아둔 눈빛 oh yeah 좋은 향기 oh yeah 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 너무너무 예뻐 마음이 너무 예뻐 첫눈에 반했어 꼭 집은 가 너무나 뜨거워 만질 수가 없어 사랑에 다 버려 후끈한 거 어쩌면 어쩌면 좋아요 수줍은 나는요 몰라 하며 매일 그대만 그리죠 친한 친구들은 말하죠 정말 너는 정말 못 말려 나도 하지만 그대 보는 날 너무 반짝반짝 눈이 부셔 No 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 깜짝 놀란 나는 너무 짜릿짜릿 몸이 떨려 지지지지지 꽂아둔 눈빛 oh yeah 좋은 향기 oh yeah 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 말도 못하는 걸 너무 부끄러워하는 날 용기가 없는 걸까 어떻게 해야 좋은 걸까 두근두근 맘 졸이며 바라보고 있는 날 눈이 부셔 No 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 깜짝 놀란 나는 너무 짜릿짜릿 몸이 떨려 지지지지 꽂아둔 눈빛 oh yeah 좋은 향기 oh yeah 눈이 부셔 눈이 부셔 No 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 깜짝 놀란 나는 너무 짜릿짜릿 몸이 떨려 지지지지 꽂아둔 눈빛 oh yeah 좋은 향기 oh yeah yeah yeah
Man, what a throwback. Maybe I'll do a more 2014 appropriate song. This is more of a 2014 appropriate song. I guess I can play also K-pop. Let's look at the extended cut.
New Advil Plus acetaminophen fights pain two ways by combining two trusted pain relievers into
Do it. Oh, the speakers are not that good though. Display's alright for the time, I guess. Man, I miss 2014. These were the kind of songs we had back then. Wow. Wow, that's great. So yeah, the display wasn't too bad for the time, for a portable display anyways. Speakers obviously not that great, but at least they exist. Yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say about it. I mean, it's a 2014 setup, so yeah.